So how did you guys come up with the idea of promoting NSAKA?
NSAKA. So, Joel and I are really good friends, and hanging out together, we have a really great space up in downtown Seattle. And we thought, we haven't really had a community gathering for a while.
Yeah.
And so Joel and I were just kind of throwing around ideas. And then one of Aziswa's presidents, or Vice President Deborah, she gave it a little bit more structure. She's like, yes, you can have a party, but let's get together. Let's do something that will encourage other people to, most of us have been in the States maybe 16. I've been here 16 years. Right. It took such a long time to get here.
People, you get
right. Right. We're not using numbers anymore. But and there's some really amazing people doing amazing things.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah.
Let's get together in a community in NSAKA. Let's get together. Let's tell the stories. Because us Africans, we mainly told our history through storytelling.
Right.
Correct.
So that's what we're trying to do here. And so this is where I'm part of Aziswa, Association of Zambians in Seattle, Washington. And we just really want to get together to just share how amazing people are doing here. Yeah.
When you look around, Joe, within the Zambian community, before you even go outside the Zambian community, there's so much talent.
Absolutely.
And you can speak about sports, you can speak about music, you can speak about dancing, academics, all that. Right. We have it all. But then there's got to be a way that we can highlight some of these people. And this is one of the platforms,
Exactly.
And I suggest to start it small within the community and then keep it growing, because sometimes it can get overwhelming if you come up with a different idea and then, your vision is so big that you live and breathe it, right? Yeah. But then the challenges of reality will set in. Like, you think you're going to expect 300 people and then 50 people show up.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. But you can't do that because...
You don't have to give up. Like when you put your mind, when you have a mindset of, promoting, of being there for your community, just never give up. Like keep pushing and make sure, you do it for the community, not for you. Because if you do it for yourself, that's where you find when things don't, things don't work out, you feel like, I failed. No, you haven't failed.
Right.
Those 2 people, that 50 people out of the 300 that came, will definitely go and share. So that's why Pansaka stories are told. They go far, They just so if my grandma tells me a story about myself, we're sitting on that Pansaka. I'll go and tell somebody else.
Exactly.
And somebody else would want to go to grandma and listen. So it comes back at the end of the day. So I think it's interesting that we thought of something simple, and then we're trying to be, expand it like that. And we are not thinking of ourselves; we're thinking of everybody else. We thought of bringing up all these people to just share, to all these immigrants, like from my country or from everywhere. To learn, because some of us are scared. Look at you. We're scared. I'm scared to go big, but I'm looking at you now. I want to come here every day.
Every single day. Well, I appreciate
that. People like you, that's who we want to be there and just share.
So
tell
we've
people,
got some really great panelists.
Exactly.
Like so part of the whole event is to highlight. We've got 5 panelists, and I'll name them. The first one is Wongani Botha, and he is the owner and founder of Kalos Clothing. So he is one of our speakers. He came out here in Seattle. Came with Microsoft, and then he decided to follow his dream and create a luxury clothing brand, which is doing really well. So he's a young entrepreneur. The other one is Katrina Piri. She's in cybersecurity. Another Zambian. We have actually somebody I went to physician assistant school, Irene Chega. She's a physician assistant from Kenya.
Nice.
Her story is amazing. She was a doctor in Kenya.
And then she had to come here and start over.
She had to come here and start over with a daughter. She came here, started over, and hey, in America, the healthcare system is different.
It's different.
And,
That's
so she found a new path.
Yeah.
And so this is about how do you create new paths, new opportunities in a new environment. How do you flourish? So she's one of our speaker, and the other speaker is Richmond, and he is the owner of a 3D printing company, and another Zambian as well. So he's going to tell us a little bit about his story, and he's been here about 16 years. Founder and owner of a 3D printing, and there's some really amazing things happening right now with 3D printing, right?
Oh, yeah.
So this is some really interesting things. And the last one is Yvonne. She works with Amazon, and that's a shipping company. So shipping from here in the United States through, right now they've got 2 locations, which is in Malawi and Zambia. So, you know, this is such a big need in our community, because we're always trying to think, how can we send things home? And we are so far away. So these are some amazing people.
No, that's very well said. And most of those people that you mentioned, to those of you that are listening out there and watching live, you gotta start from somewhere. So all these panelists that you're mentioning, they started from somewhere. So all it takes is just get started. You know, I remember when I left corporate America, and I was telling my family, and I'm like, oh well, this is how it's gonna be, and I wasn't received where. It was scary. You know, it was scary, and at that time, you know, there was nobody doing entertainment, especially on the other side of the aisle. You know, so it was difficult. But all I did was just to put one foot in front of the other, and the next thing you know, it just took off. And one of the challenges that I had was to you know, how do you infuse the information that you've learned, you know, through your travels, with the community, and this is how we ended up here. So this platform podcast right now is which is one of the most high-rated platform as far as bringing in information and cutting-edge technology and even finances. It's supporting the causes such as what you're trying to do. You know.
And if we don't tell our stories,
somebody else is going to tell you.
Well, no one's going to tell them. No one is going to tell our stories.
Well, they're going to tell a wrong version. It's going to be a wrong version.
We have to tell our own stories. Absolutely. And that's why your platform is incredibly important.
Thank you.
So we don't, you know, only us guys can tell what we've been through and how we're getting through it.